I'm back with tea. Let's talk to you
It's all
first.
right.
I have a favour to ask, Gwyn. Would you accompany me to the church in Brownhaven? The church just gave me a strange feeling, and I've been thinking about the promise I made with Ovi.
Thank you very much.
I honestly hope I'm just imagining things, but I would feel we should just make sure everything is okay. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Ovi wasn't at the church, but I thought I could feel her presence. Of course, maybe it's just my imagination.
What is it?
Oh, is a back door here? If we just wait.
This is the place.
Gwyn, I can feel Magla coming from behind the door, and it's not good. Let's take a look.
All right.
That's surely right.
Yes, if we're careful. Now, I'm going to open this door.
Dear God.
Oh, please help Mama and all the rest of the sick people. If you do, I promise I will always pray a whole lot and be a good girl.
Close your eye.
Those voices.
Oh,
You folk, Gwyn? What are you doing down here in the basement? This is a sick room, you realize, for Ovi's mothers and the others who we are ailing. Ovi, there. They are faithful adherents, afflicted with an illness we cannot identify. We have requested a skilled healer, but to no avail. Those afflicted are prone to violence, as though they are not themselves, so we had to contain them here. That's why Mama and everyone got possessed by something evil. That's why I go to church every day, to pray for a really long time, and if I pray under the church, God will hear me faster, right? Are there no other means of treating them? This illness appears to be this illness appears to only afflict followers of sanctism, so it must be the doings of the devil. Therefore, we continue offering our prayers unto God. The only path to triumphant over malady is the path of profound faith. But something's not right. Here, I can smell that smell I've been faintly sensing. I can see it now.
I won't.
This place is filled with stagnant magla, probably because far too many intense feelings are concentrated in one place. Let's not throw the prayers to cause, like with the dragon god. You mean this is the same situation as the dragon god's temple? I don't mean to deny sanctism, but I simply cannot bear any of this. I simply cannot believe any of this can be resolved through prayer alone. There was a time in my hometown when our misguided prayers caused our God to become a calamity upon us. The Magla here reminds me of what I felt back then. Good intentions twisted by blind faith. I think continuing to pray so much only served to worsen the illness. Still, your heretic tongue, pagan, our prayer shall be heard.
Come on.
If we could see what you can't, you should listen to her. Gwyn.
Silence.
You're nothing more than a heathen. What could you possibly know?
Leave this place.
The pain's only worsened by blasphemies. Who dare speak against God in a holy church? Leave her at once. Well, we tried. Time to burn the place down.
Shame to admit, but
There are times when prayer is a comfort, like during times of illness. But to rely on it as your only means of succor, I can't imagine
if
it.
we do nothing,
I just think that distorted Magla, born aloft on so much blindly zealous praise, if it spreads, the whole town will be in danger. We have to act. I think we need to take action.
That's surely right.
We can't let the disaster that happened in Etria repeat itself. And more than anything, I refuse to allow a young child who so loves her mother go through what I did. I and many other Islanders are devoted to a doctrine which matched my parents into an early grave. My heart still bleeds for that loss. Even if they scorn me as a pagan, I'm going to do the best I can, just like when you helped me, Gwyn. Nod.
It is as it was when you ended the calamity on the island. Be that as it may.
However, if we try to pursue them now, they will only dig their heels in harder. Let's leave and come back when calm has been restored. Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say, please let me have someone I can talk to. We might not have anyone tomorrow, but I'm sure that we'll be fine. Push comes to shove, we have plenty of stats to raise. And we'll probably be able to do you tomorrow, so that's fine. That's good.
Yeah.
No. Start. No. Hitting all the wrong buttons.
What now?
Because yeah, you do have a lot of neat stats. Or skills, I should say. And not only we can't get that yet. I mean, I don't think I need to worry too much. We have 13 of these. Okay, That changes things slightly. Does it, though? We don't have the mag to really do much. And it's not like they're going anywhere. I mean, we could force you to be level 20 so we can get to you, but is that something we need right now? Probably not. Of course, another thing to keep in mind is finishing these will net us stats. We've got the commander for you. Honestly, one thing I'm tempted to do is get the wizard for everyone. That shield blessing is very potent. And once again, especially if we combine it with the weapon with the general, that could be very handy. But for now, Let's go and hang out with Juna. And by that I mean, let's go and raid the pantry.
Well then.
Use this time to take the tea bag out of the tea water. Hot water? The tea? Yo.
Hey,
I wonder when the fake lance will be ready. Sure. I got separated from Juno while trying to avoid her getting seen.
come now.
Nah, that was someone else. How about a flower for your loved one? Their real beauties, bound to impress. Is that a child? Kinda cute, but don't recognize the tribe. I need to prioritize fighting Juna.
Hold on.
What are you staring at, darling? I'm over here.
What?
I was worried I lost you.
No.
Huh?
Oh, you were? Thank you.
Den.
Well, shall we press on? We've got to meet up with Capra? The show is processing at pace. We have staged into the construction at the Coliseum, and for your outfit, last year's dress has been refitted for you, Lady Jonah. In regards to a little thank you gift we've prepared. Regarding a little thank you gift we've prepared. Oh please, that's a nice sound. If we are in the process, if there are any proceeds from this, pay it forward to the audience. Is that possible? It's quite generous of you, Lady Juna. We're so blessed to have you singing for us. The whole town is buzzing with excitement.
Wait a second.
Oi. That you? That thieving coroner? What brings the high and mighty songstress to sing at our lowly labour festival, eh?
Huh?
Why, you ask? Well, because I was invited. Liar. You slithered your way into it, you bloody snake. It's all your... know how to do.
Come now.
Mistress, please, there's no need for theatrics. I asked her to sing personally. I'm sorry, but you simply don't have the draw Lady Juna does.
No way.
That's so? Well, I don't mean... Doesn't mean I... Don't mean I have to accept it. And as a matter of fact, I don't.
Hold on.
Who was that?
So,
If I had to guess, someone in the same profession as me.
My goodness.
I do apologise for that. She was last year's main act. And I dare say she's cross about not being asked to return. Don't worry about it, I've always had enemies, and some have even made attempts at my life. And Capra, the harder something gets, the more demanding I am to see it done. So, very reassuring, my lady. Truly, well then, I'll take my leave. If only there was a possibility of having two people sing. It's not that I don't sympathise with her, but crowds are only won through hard work and skill. It's a tough world.
Really?
Tough world. Natural part of any competitive field, but it's the challenge that makes people so happy to hear me sing.
let's do this.
Besides, having someone close by to watch me over gives me just a burst of confidence I need. I'm talking of you, of course. You got that? Nod.
I'm going to give this performance my all. Leave it to me.
Gonna make this the performance of a lifetime? If I'm gonna make this the performance of the lifetime, I have a lot to think about. Let's call it a day, shall we?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So we might be unable to do anything today. There's a letter and a war chest.
This here.
Your exploits have reached my ears and sound like you could use some support. Tread carefully now. May.
About the currents.
Nurse's lance will be ready tomorrow, and it seems like the tide has calmed down a bit too, so we should be able to set off for Ultrabury soon. Considering Faldio's still on the mend, how about we spend the rest of the day helping people out? An excellent suggestion. We should repay those who have done so much for us. It wouldn't hurt to have their support in the future after all. I shall accompany you. In this, I'm quite sure that I would be most useful. That being said, let's head over to Brawlhaven.
So?
We need to spend tonight formulating our plans for tomorrow, so if there's something else you want to do, let's get it done during the day, got it? Okay, so we don't have tonight.
What now?
That's fine.
Just lovely.
Should be, yeah, sales day. Is there anyone we could actually hang out with? No. I think I'm going to spend time with Tolerance again. It's the lowest of the 4. My thought process is, let's just get them relatively balanced, then...
Well,
Yo.
now, what are we on about?
Hey,
Get them relatively balanced, and then when we hit a roadblock, it should be easier to just push the one closer to finishing. Yeah, focus on that one.
let's see.
I don't know if it's a smart thing to do or not, but I guess it's what we're gonna do.
I
There we
beg
go.
your pardon.
Actually, I was gonna like blow all my money. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna potentially be going to a new town, thus new shopping. Ah,
That's the way. All very nice. All very nice.
I think. Oh. Freedom of faith, forging a future for the Masari. And there he cares for the Masari tribe. I don't understand his frustration with the tournament. Try and keep the spirit of his campaign alive for him. I think I'm gonna just, as I said, raise tolerance some more.
Oh,
Our prior conversation has assured my personal suspicions of you. In fact, you even kindled my interest. If you like, shall we talk again?
really? Okay then.
As a relief, I want nothing more than for the outside world to know of our thoughts, so to speak.
I shall tell you.
There's a significance to Lady Euphra's being the first priestess born to the chieftain's bloodline in 100 years. We felt that destiny was surely at work. But we were consumed by our own anxiety, and so we sealed her fate by encouraging that destiny to manifest as a sacrifice. By misinterpreting our history, we nearly destroyed everything. No amount of regret can absolve us of our error. We were right all along.
All right.
Being told we were right increases our tolerance. Feels a bit not correct, but okay.
Thank you.
You're traveling to Montorio, yes? While you're there, I ask that you treat the Matsari in other regions with the same kindness as you've given to us. They are people whose heart have been tampered by the Saintess Church. I'd be much obliged if you would aid them as you've aided us.
What's up, Del? Something on your mind?
That's nothing. Just thinking.
Oh no. You're not still feeling unwell, are you?
It's just the twinge now, that's all. I'm sharp as ever, me.
You sure? Because I remember once the big fever passed, you went hot and cold again a couple more times. I've never seen you go down like that.
I said I'm fine, didn't I? God, but you don't worry too much. Come on, I'm starving.
Something's bothering me.
Really? He seemed pretty healthy to me.
Just a bad feeling, I suppose. It was a human that wounded him. Hard to say whether the Magla might have any nasty side effects. You know.
You mean he may need magic healing? I don't know if we're gonna find that here on the island.
Hey, is there any way we could get Rella to take a look at him? Magla-born symptoms can take a turn for the worse incredibly fast, no matter how healthy you are. I'd rather not let it fester.
Huh. Well, we do claim to help anyone in need, eh?
He seems so annoyed at that. It would probably be easier to get her to come to the island.
But don't forget that we're fighting a battle. And if you cannot distinguish friend and foe on the battlefield, it will be your end.
I know you're right. But I get the feeling those two are telling themselves the same thing.
What if now? What if, instead of speeding to her doorstep, we ask her saintliness to come here? It'll just take a bit of conspiring to get our story straight.
Yeah, Nearest has the right idea.
I mean, I'm not normally a chap to take sides in this sort of thing, but those two hardly strike me as the evil type.
Look, Captain, I wouldn't feel right ignoring this.
Gwen.
Will you please go to the royal capital for me?
Of course.
No problem. I'll go.
I knew you'd say that. Well, if Rella's coming here, I guess it won't be that much trouble.
Thanks.
It'd be a lot easier and safer.
I remember I called you too soft once. I see now I was wrong.
We're all too soft.
If that's sorted, let's get it done sharpish before any complications crop up.
Thank you so much for your help leading the evacuation. They tell me not everyone got a chance to thank you. So on their behalf...
Don't worry about it. Didn't want the annihilation of a whole village on my conscience is all.
Wasn't expecting you to handle the evacuation side, Del. Thought for sure you'd be the first in the fray with the human.
They healed me up. Gotta repay the favor, don't I? Wouldn't feel right otherwise.
And then for their sake, you should take care of yourself, too.
What? Who the hell? No way. Aren't you Saint Rella?
You're joking. You're not joking? Why is she here?
I called for her and she came. You that surprised? I know people in the Crown Theocracy. My work speaks for itself these days.
It's almost time for the Saints' Day festivities in Montario. Having been invited, I was in the area. I heard about your splendid work, Fidelio and Basilio. I hardly recognized the two of you.
You remember us?
Of course. This is a bit of a reversal, though. Back then, it was you helping treat Basilio's wound. I can tell how far you've come since then.
Ugh.
But I've also heard about your own injury. Your right foot, I'm guessing. Have you felt any sudden fevers come on? Let me have a look. Yes, that should do. I can see you had an expert looking after you already. Physically, you're as well as anyone could ask. But... Fidelio, Is there something you feel lost or anxious about?
Where's that coming from?
I've talked to lots of people and observed the flow of their magic. By now, I'm certain that Magla is connected to our emotions. When I speak to someone who's feeling strong emotions, I can sense the state of their heart as if seeing it with my own eyes.
Nah, I'm sound. Nothing's getting me down.
He says, looking very rejected in the picture. Portrait.
I see. Then you should be fine. Just don't take life for granted, or your treatment will have been for nothing. Keep on living, all right? For now, let's see. Run to the beach and back with Basilio. If you can make it without slowing down, then clearly there's nothing wrong with your foot.
Hey, sounds like a laugh. Just like when we were kids. Step lively, Del, or I'll leave you behind.
Hey, what the hell? I said I'm fine. Oh, damn it. Basilio! Hang on!
Thanks, Rella. When you told me about the first time you'd saved someone's life, I didn't realize you were talking about them.
You're in Luis's entourage now. Yet you needed our stories to match in front of the brothers. You're swimming in dangerous waters, aren't you? Not just that. You've got a gauntlet runner that can teleport across the land and an elder captain who wields it through magic. That's a lot to take in.
Well, how do I put this?
I didn't realize it when I met you before, but you're already one of the top candidates. I saw the King's Rock. Are you intending to confront Luis?
Yes, that's right.
Well, there you have it.
I didn't see any point in lying.
So you are committed to this path, no matter what. I knew this day might come. It's not my place to stop you.
Come now, do you have to be so bleak? I've already spent my fair share of time with Luis, you know.
Don't underestimate Luis. As far as the Crown Theocracy knows, the King's magic will protect the highest candidates from any harm. And they think that guarantees their safety at the festival. But I've done my research. Some attacks the barrier can't stop. I believe the magic only prevents underhanded approaches, like ambush.
So there's a loophole.
It's not widely known, but take a duel, for instance. Both parties identify themselves, fight with consent, and the magic won't protect them, no matter their standing.
But if you just have to identify yourself and agree to fight... Oh, was that why the battle with Gladel?
Suffice it to say, the King's Shield is not perfect, and Luis will surely exploit that. I have a terrible feeling there will be bloodshed before Saint's Day is over. I won't try to stop you, but be careful down the road, all right?
It's why I'm like concerned with the lance. The fact that we agreed to fight Stroll.
I'll protect Juna. I promise.
But where is this coming from? Honestly.
I'm reassuring your sister.
Then please, look after Juna.
Ugh. You do know I'm not a child anymore.
Doesn't matter, you're still a sister.
Keep up, Del! Gotta be faster than that!
You spring-heeled bastard, you've got the height advantage! Damn it. You haven't won yet!
I suppose we'll have to leave it there.
We sent Rella back to the Grand Triad with teleportation magic, avoiding the gaze of the brothers who were fortunately too winded to notice.
Can't deny it this time, though. You lot did fantastic.
And
Thank
Lady
you.
Juna's safe too. I owe you thanks for that, if nothing else. The Islanders gave us a map of the east side of the island. Their way of thanking us, I suppose. You're welcome to it, if you don't waste it.
See? Old Del's great at looking after people. He saved loads of them in the evacuations.
Oh, belt up, would you?
Oh, your turn to read the book?
I'm meaning to ask. That's a book, yeah?
Didn't
Indeed.
take you for a book reader. Lord Luis likes them though. Often got his head berries in one.
By the way, doesn't Lord Luis have this same book? I hear it's been banned.
How should we know? Not like we grew up round books. People barely literate nowadays, frankly.
So, what's it say? As long as we're killing time anyhow, let me see it.
Sure. I warn you, I will fall asleep at the end of it, though. Ooh.
In this world, one can become anything they desire. Neither birth nor status decides your occupation.
I like all the different jobs. Oh! I was going to say, could these be like, all lead to the archetypes or thingy, because I noticed a clown or whatever, but then I don't think there's a farmer.
Huh? Sounds grand, that. You think this place really exists?
Of course not, you muppet. It's a fantasy, remember? Anyone is free to become anything. This is a paradise of equality and freedom, devoid of discrimination or prejudice. Pretty words, then. But if everybody's free to do what they want, they'll work out their own reasons to be prejudiced.
I also wonder, is the drawing on the book actually include the hand? I'm assuming it would. But that's not our hand.
You can call it a utopia, but I reckon people living in it might romanticize our world too. At the end of the day, dreaming of escape will only ever be a dream. Nothing changes unless you do it with your own hands.
Aye. But if we really could do anything, I quite fancy opening up a little diner with you, Del. You like singing, eh? And I'm dead handy with a cook pan. We could invite Lady Juna over, host a fancy soiree of our own. Every night, just us and our best mates living it up.
You telling me you don't like the sound of that?
Get your head out of the clouds, Baz. We're long past being able to get away with that. Doesn't matter anyway. A dream is just a dream.
Time marches on,
Oh.
and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Like I said, just instantly falls asleep. Everyone else is like, yeah, he does that. You can go now. See you in the morning.
Now then.
Well then, we departed today, but this is... but what's this I hear about a festival on the island? The islanders all seem to be heading for the coast.
Yes, of course.
The village wants to show their gratitude to us and wish us a safe journey. Thanks to the tide, I believe we could still make it by the deadline even if we leave tomorrow. Festivities include a sacred rite where a dragon god statue is set alight and a ceremonial bonfire. It's said that if you offer prayers to it with someone, your wishes will come true. Oh, isn't that just marvellous? And who will our dear captain pray with tonight, I wonder? Do I get to pick Galcia? Gallica, even? I don't know why. I think it's because it's like she has ice in the end of her name. I keep thinking there's this S sound in there. With that decided, we all headed for the village, help the villagers prepare for the festival, and once the effigy of the dragon god is complete, the sun was already down. Oh jeez, that's very impressive.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I hear 'tis a festival in the dragon god's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are barely well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical Magna theory. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Their insights could rather improve the runner's design, you know? Speaking of, I finished with the lance replica.
The LR.
We're
going forward.
Ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Del's all better. And we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's a party! We've all earned a little fun.
I love how you just showed up as well.
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh? Imagine that.
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
What?
Who knows what really happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar, and he died young. Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am.
I feel like he could have been a fun social link, but maybe it's better it's not.
It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful, you know? Makes a man feel as if he owes you. You owe us nothing.
Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor, anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, though, you need anything, you've got me on your side. I'll do what I can. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Altabri ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
And there he goes. They just want nothing to do with him.
Now, time for some fun. Bring out the treats.
And those are?
Berries?
The fruit
Flowers?
is called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, just delicious. Beyond delicious.
Just that animation.
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
The juice burst forth as soon as I put it in my mouth.
Sounds. I feel quite.
Uh-oh. Munch, munch, munch. Munch, munch, munch.
Right?
What's going on? There's something odd about the way those two are laughing.
She looks so happy.
But he's crying. What is this fruit?
You see, in old times, old long times ago times, people ate this to reach a higher plane of existence and talk to the gods.
Ha! Yes, you certainly appear to have reached some higher state. Glad I passed.
Phew. Finally back to normal. Well, that sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, and did you hear? The people of this island make a wish over that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck. We don't often get to relax like this. So why don't you go there with someone?
We certainly have plenty of time. This is a rare opportunity. Who should I invite?
Have you decided on someone?
I mean... Heroes would be fun. I mean, all of these would be fun. Jeez. But as I said, if Gallica was an option. She's been there from the start.
It's so pretty.
Oh. How the fire reflects off the ocean. Not even God could refuse granting a wish made in a scene like this. Hey, what do you think God is? Sanctism and this village's religion both have a god, right? And they all believe God protects them and makes them happy. But is it actually possible for everyone in the world to be happy? If someone's not happy, is it their God's doing? I don't know. This world is just full of mysteries we'll never know the answer to, huh? I just want there to be less unhappiness in the world, though I suppose it's pretty hard to quantify, really. Anyway, back to reality. Shall we go and make our wish? Nothing to lose from trying, right? Shouldn't we be writing it down? Or did we already do so?
Yeah!
There we go. And if you don't grant my wish, you'll regret it, you hear? I think adding that gives it a better chance. You're not exactly saying. It's totally coming true now. Oh, it's totally coming true now. Hehehe. Right? Don't mess with me if my wish doesn't come true. I wish for all the world's anxiety to be replaced with hope. Why not dream big, right? When we don't know what lies ahead, that's when we're the most anxious, right? And that's pretty much true for most of our lives. All the more reason to enjoy life for what it is and hope for the best. You gotta expect to be anxious about stuff. Good way to look at it.
Right.
Got a pretty good perspective on it.
Besides,
If I'm just saying, if we can wake up the prince, I think that would give people hope. And considering how far you've come, I think you're going to see it through. Have you really thought about it? How far you've come? I mean, you've grown up so much since you got pushed off a cliff in the desert. I should know, I've been there the whole time.
so
To get closer to you? That's a bit too... creepy? No, not necessarily creepy. For journey success. Seems lame, but...
Right.
I wish for our journey to be successful. I'm sure that when you make a wish, God listens.
Thank you.
Had a great time at this festival, thanks for that. I'd like to give you something. Not as thanks or anything, I found it at the beach the other day. I mean, it's from the bottom of my heart. Take care of it, will you? Thank you.
I've got this.
It's a weapon, okay? Getting it back to the runner was a nightmare, so you better equip it. A weapon? Ooh! It's all gold. And it's for the mage. I do like the mage class.